Hello and welcome to Short Shift, presented by V8s Online and proudly brought to you by our good friends at Direct Class Services, Stephen Sam Clark, and on my right, Jay Kennedy. Jay, how you going, mate?
Yeah, good, mate, and fantastic to be here for the first time at the grid at Docklands. Fantastic facility. Great to have us along as part of their company.
Yeah, big thank you to the guys who've given us a little bit of space in the corner of the shop. Great facility for you guys, anyone to come down and organise a race with your mates. Got hyper simulators in the background running R Factor, and it's really a good little venue.
Yeah, it's a cool little spot. We sort of looked up online and had a bit of a look at it before we come down here. It's totally different to what we expected. It's a much more open place than we thought. It looks real cramped and not much room in here, but it's really spacious. Great to have a few mates around and have a bit of fun.
And of course, it's a good little backdrop for our new show too. So things have kicked off, and we've got a name. We've got a little bit of a following, which is good. And of course, I want to thank Direct Class Services for getting on board and giving us a little bit of support to get the show off the ground.
Yeah, big thanks to those guys. They've always been big supporters behind the scene of V8s Online and helping us with Short Shift as well. It's been fantastic.
Now, news, mate. It's I guess it's that time of the year. We're all starting to think it's a brand new season. We've got the Daytona 2.4. We'll talk a little bit about that. But of course, one thing I think that surprised us all was Shane Van Gisbergen shooting off to Daytona for a bit of testing.
Yeah, a little bit of testing. He will be racing in the Daytona 24-hour coming up in a couple of weeks, and I guess it pays to have big friends in big places. Richie Stanaway has helped him out getting a drive, so Richie will be driving as well in the Aston Martin, and Shane racing a Porsche. So good luck to both those guys in the Daytona 24-hour.
Yeah, Shane's teamed up with Alex Job Racing with a number 22 Porsche at Daytona, and I think he turned a few heads too. It was quite surprising. I didn't know too much about him showing up, and turned a few heads, and I think he's really looking forward to it.
Yeah, and you see with the vision we've got showing there, he's having a lot of fun with it too, and I'm guessing it will lead into the next thing. Iracing 2.4 hour of Daytona. We look forward to that every year. It's just straight A long weekend. The Australia Design time slot will be Sunday nights. There'll also be races Saturday night, Sunday lunchtime and Sunday night. So big chance for guys to do 4 Daytona 2.4s in both the C-Spec, RUF and all the Riley DP. So good fun event. Always kicks off the Enduro season, which will also be the start of the Road Warrior series, which is a new series Iracing has introduced this year.
Yeah, you got my attention when you mentioned the REF. I can't put that thing away, and to have that part of the 2.4, it's pretty exciting. And it's a big, I guess we've got a big couple of weeks racing. We've got 2.4 and of course Race of Champions isn't that far away.
Yeah, Race of Champions as well, Australia Day long weekend, a totally new format for that. We'll quickly touch on that because there's a lot to go through with it. So firstly, for the first time ever, Race of Champions will be open to anyone. Race of Champions will be open qualifying for any driver using the RUF track, the spec car at Bathurst.
Oh, there you go, an exclusive for you there, guys.
There you go. So it will be the RUF at Bathurst, open to anyone. Qualifying will be on a Friday night, Friday the 24th of January. Open to anyone. The top 100 qualifiers will go through to Saturday. Saturday there'll be an A race and a B race. And then a last chance qualifier for guys to get through to the main on Monday. No racing on Sunday, so you will be able to race a 2.4 hour, be able to do whatever you want to do on Australia Day, have a bit of fun. And then Monday, all kicks off. We'll have a top 10 shootout and a 61-lap race of Mount Panorama in the RUF.
Fantastic. I've been trying to get this out of him for the last couple of days. He wouldn't tell me anything, and of course, now we've got an exclusive for you guys. So that's exciting, and best bit, it's not all that far away.
Yeah, it's not far away at all, and that could change also by the time we actually get this out. We may have to add some extra things in. We may have some extra qualifying. We may cut down some race times. We might only have one race, but at this stage, that is what's happening. 100 drivers will have in the Race of Champions for the first time ever.
Fantastic.
Up from our maximum we've had, which was 53 at the last one. It's Mount Panorama. The RUF will have 50 cars in the race, 40 going through from the Saturday night main races, and then 10 from the last chance qualifiers.
It's a nice twist, isn't it? That many people having an opportunity really puts that pressure on qualifying and making the cut, doesn't it? It's good.
It's a really good format in that anyone now has the chance of doing it. Anyone can be champion.
Yeah.
If you are the lucky one that can do a Stephen Bradbury and make it through from the B qualifier and get into the race and start in 40th, get around the track, you could find yourself in the top 10 really easily in a race like this. So it's really great to see a totally different format. Anyone can make it, and all you have to do is qualify in the top 100, which, fingers crossed, well, I know I wouldn't be able to do, but hopefully Sandman can do. I'd love to see Sandman on track for it.
It'd be nice. And, that's this new show and this new format for Short Shift. We encourage all you guys out there for teams and everything to get on board. And if you've got any information for us, we'd love to hear from you guys. Sponsorship announcements or driver announcements. Of course, we're coming up to silly season now with a new season of the Iracing V8 Supercar Series.
I actually hadn't told you this, Sandman. I do have a bit of silly season news.
Oh, he's been holding out on me.
I have been holding out on you. You've done well this trip, haven't I? So some rumblings that ANZ Motorsports have signed someone quite big.
Oh,
Someone in the top 5 in the championship will be moving to ANZ Motorsports.
there's my brain just rattling through the top 5
So
now.
there
Just
you go.
thinking, oh, okay.
There's exclusive news here on Short Shift.
And that's going to be an announcement for next season, is
That
that
will
right?
be announced before Race the Champion, so in a couple of weeks' time. But
Ooh.
quite big news.
Excellent. All right. Well, I guess we better get on with the show. We, like I said, coming to you from the grid here at Docklands Precinct. We'll show you a little bit of around here, of course, and we'll talk to the guys that run it and just tell you how to get involved. I believe there's some great race nights where they've got Formula 1 racing where you can come down with your mates and have a red hot go. But we've also got one of the Iracing V8 supercar drivers come down with us too.
Yeah, today we've had a bit of a chat to Beau Cattell. We'll show you that interview very, very shortly on the show, and good to have a chat with a few of the drivers and catch and meet and greet. And not a lot of guys get the chance to catch up and meet other drivers. Like I'm lucky enough to actually live not too far away from Sandman.
Lucky or unlucky?
Yeah, unlucky enough to live not far from Sandman. So it's been good to catch up with Sandman a few times, but catch up with a few other guys as well. So over the coming weeks, we'll have some interviews for a few drivers and get to know the drivers a bit better.
All right, we'll take this chance to take a little break, but we'll give you a bit of a look here. It looks like here at the grid at Docklands, Melbourne. Well, Matthew, just tell us, you're here at the grid here at Docklands. How long have you been open for?
Basically, we've been open since September last year, and we have just gradually really growing with the amount of people with awareness. A lot of people don't know that we actually that we're around, and now that we're getting out there with word of mouth and just being on the vouching websites, to really people are starting to come in and tell their friends as well. So we're really growing a lot of interest.
You're expanding too, interstate. You've just opened up a Sydney store, is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Just in December, we recently just opened up a store in Sydney, down near Bondi, and that's started off really well. So we're looking at really expanding all across Australia.
A credit to you guys. This place is sensational. How does people get involved?
The easiest way is our online booking system. You can either book through our website, or we are on the actual voucher websites such as Groupon, Living Social, Scoopon, and so on. So that's the general basic bookings that you can do. We do offer corporate nights, bucks nights, birthday parties, which is really great fun. We've had a lot of interest in those and had some great nights in running those events. So I think, moving forward, that we're actually looking at creating a championship club where we can have events on every month, track of the month, and every month with Formula 1 and V8 racing. We have already had a couple of successful event nights, and just over the last few months we're building up a database to really make a real competitive competition out of it all.
And just tell us a little bit about what you've got. You've got the Hyper Simulators here running with R Factor software, is that right?
That's right. So it's the Art Factor software, and Hyper Simulator have done all our sims for us. So basically, we've got from the V8 supercars to Formula 1 racing. We offer the GT racing as well, and also the Porsche Cup.
And one of the things too, the guys have been eyeing off the bar down here, so you're fully licensed as well. That's great.
Yes, that's right. It really gives it more of just a computer simulator store, I suppose, service. We've really got a sports bar as well. We've got all the sports channels as well, so people are coming in more for a social gathering as well, more so than just racing the simulators.
All right, appreciate your time. Thanks, mate.
No worries. Cheers.
Welcome back to Short Shift. We come to you here from the grid here at Docklands Precinct. And joining us now, one of the Iracing V8 supercar drivers, Beau Cattell. Beau, how you going, mate?
Yeah, good guys. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, fantastic.
Thanks for joining us, mate. It's good to see you. It's actually nice to meet some of the drivers part of our series.
Yeah, it's always good to catch up with some drivers. Not very often a lot of guys get to catch up with each other, like all around the world. We race with drivers, but believe it or not, me and Beau actually live around the corner. Didn't know until yesterday, so it's quite funny. Yeah, Beau, obviously, welcome to Short Shift. First guest on, so welcome along.
Yeah, thank you. It's an honour.
Oh, you won't be saying that later.
Don't show
Now,
the outtake.
obviously, you're fairly new to iRacing. Tell us a bit about what made you get into iRacing.
Always wanted to race cars. Never sort of happened. So I was on the V8 supercar website one day and came across an advert or something like that anyway. And yeah, rest is history. Just got involved. Didn't know anyone on there and made a heap of good friends. And yeah, it's good fun.
How did you find it joining iRacing, coming in the V8 Supercar Series? Bit of a regular now for our Monday night broadcast for V8s Online. Of course, we had a chat to you at Watkins Glen. And how have you found it? You've joined Multi 21, so that transition, did you do much racing, sim racing beforehand, or did you jump straight in?
Yeah, not really. I'd never raced with a wheel and pedals, put it that way. So it was all Xbox or whatnot. So, yep, got involved, started in the Mazdas, hated it, slowly got better and learnt about what equipment to use. Always drove the V8, couldn't do it, just kept practicing, and then eventually got approached by a team, and that helped me heaps, just having people there to ask questions to.
Yeah, I think that's the main thing for anyone that's new. Try and find some people that you can have a chat with. There's heaps of people out there that are more than willing to give you a hand and help you out with any information. So tell us about your setup at home. Obviously, some guys have different setups in regards to screens and things like that. What have you got at home?
I've got 3 monitors. I didn't start with that, but look, you don't need them, but once you do have them, you won't be going back because it's just that provish or whatever the word is, vision. Really helps you out. So got a custom-built PC because I like to have it visually pretty good, and I actually run a proper race seat and sort of like a rig, so... but I have worked towards that. I did start off at a desk with a laptop, so yeah, you just sort of chip away, but you have to make sure that you love the game and love the simulator before you go and spend the money, because you know that might not be good.
Yeah, we notice with so many different setups you see on the net, on the forums, there's guys that share their picks, and it makes a big difference when you go from maybe just, like you said, you were racing on a laptop, if you go from a desk with just a little wheel setup. I mean, it works, and we see a lot of people who had major success with it. I think in the early days, Madison Downs started that way. So, and then you find yourself making your own rigs and sliding into cockpits, but it does make a bit of a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. It just... feeling more comfortable, little things like the wheel not attached to the desk, you know, your screens aren't shaking around and you're not worried about things falling off, so just eliminating those factors so you can just concentrate on the race, and it just all helps.
Now, this season so far been pretty good for you personally. You've had some pretty good results so far.
Yeah, it's sitting in 7th, I think, at the moment, but I mean, few people aren't in this season, but it's been a learning one. So it's my first season with Multi 21, and just getting used to working with the guys and the setups. So hopefully I can be around the same spot next season and grow from there.
Makes a big difference when you slide into a team. I know when I started, you only have a couple of friends that you sort of get a bit of setup help, but when you've got yourself in an established team like Multi 21, it does help when you've got setups, people to share ideas off, and testing helps, and I think that's shown. Your pace this season's been pretty good.
Yeah, it's just laps. Just comes down to laps and being comfortable with the car. So if you have guys that understand what you want in the car and know how to tweak it, because I myself have no idea how to set up a car, so really having those boys there really helped me. And the forums are great for that. If you don't have a team, go to the forum and you'll find heaps of good stuff there. I mean, it's not totally about the setup. In the V8 supercar, the baseline's great now, but it does help. You just got to tweak it little bits and find what's good for you. So.
Now, what's the goals for the future, mate?
To win.
Is that win a race?
Beat Madison down.
Everyone wants that box.
Yeah, I'm not even going to try.
So, just to chip away at it, slowly improve each season, and just want to be in that top group consistently, and at least be racing the really quick guys, just not, I'm just half a second or so off a lap at the moment, so just got to find that little something. So
Now, one question: Holden or Ford man? Holden. So you'll be pretty excited then, obviously, like we all are, for the VF
man.
Commodore.
Yeah, absolutely. Can't wait. So I'll be definitely keen to. Is it mid-year when they come in?
Well, that's what we've been hearing. I think there's mixed
probably
reports.
Christmas. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be nice. The earlier the better, I reckon. That's it's going to be huge for the V8 series. So yeah, excellent.
Oh, we might wrap it up. Thanks heaps for joining us, Beau.
No worries at all, guys. Great talk.
All right, see you soon.
See ya.
Well, that just about wraps it up for this episode of Short Shift, presented by V8s Online and Direct Clutch Services. Big thanks to the guys here at the Grid for their hospitality. Thanks to William and Matthew behind the scenes. They've been fantastic here today.
You're not wrong. Really went out of their way, gave us a bit of space here, and such a good place to race. The boys have been having a lot of fun on the simulators, and of course, bar down the back. I think we're going to definitely go and hit straight after the show here. But really want to thank them for going out of the way. It's been really good fun.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. We'll head to the bar very soon. So big thanks for watching. Coming up on the next episode of Short Shift, we'll catch up with ANZ Motorsport driver Scott Uren. Really, really good chat with him.
Yeah, big 2014 ahead for them too, from what we hear. Little whispers going around, so really looking forward to that. And of course, don't forget, if there's any drivers or teams out there that have got any info for us, don't forget to contact us via our Facebook page. I'm really looking forward to putting some stuff together, and of course, this show's all about you guys. So we really want to hear from you, and we'll see how it all goes for the upcoming shows.
If you want to find us really easy, head to www.shortshift.tv. Nice little quick way to get to us.
There you go.
A big thanks to everyone behind the scenes here at the Grid once again, and you're watching V8s Online Short Shift.